Looks like I'm back at the castle. What? What just happened? It's Lady Ruche! Lady Ruche has returned! What a thick-skinned woman you are! Not only did you overcome your battle against your father's soul, but you even won against that monster. Why, you winged fool! Can't you tell I'm giving the highest praise possible to her, you fool? That was a spectacular fight, Ruche. Uriel and Faust, both greeting me with a smile. I must be dreaming. I'm sorry if that confused you. But this isn't a dream. You actually defeated Trillian. That's my Ruche. I knew you had it in you. Gotta hand it to my bloodline to pull it off. That was great, Rutan. You were super cool. My goodness. I'm so happy to see you back, Lady Ruche. So I really beat Trillian? Why, of course you did. You can see for yourself through the devil projector, if you'd like. Smash! Ah, the ring of the tyrant broke. The ring has fulfilled its duties, so you still can't believe what's happening, Ruche. Great Overlord, you finally accomplished your goal. I'm sure brother would be proud. Father, but I... Don't say any more. You did the right thing. All is settled to how things should be. Yeah, I guess you're right. You are now the new Great Overlord. Everyone in the Underworld will receive you with open arms. And now the load is finally off my shoulders. All that's left is for me to fulfill my mission. Mission? What are you talking about?
Everyone, listen carefully. With all your help, we have succeeded in defeating Trillian.
That was odd that it flashed up Faust just then, but okay.
The damage done to the Underworld has been extensive, but under the new Great Overlord, the Underworld shall once again regain its grandeur.
It's gonna be the same again, isn't it?
Yippee! Zeabolos, you're so super! Lilith is so amazed! Thank you! Daddy would be so proud! Wow! 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 I'm so happy. I'm so very happy.
Through many trials, our task has been completed. Oh, what a day to experience!
Don't cry, Baphomet.
Bapho-chin, you need to smile.
It's my age. I just can't hold back my tears any longer.
Ha! What's all the fuss? This victory was granted by the heavens. In other words, this was fated to be.
Ah! Silence, you winged fool!
As promised, from today forward, I relinquish my title as Great Overlord.
Dear brother, thank you very much for all your hard work.
Are you really fine with this, Great Overlord?
Of course. Now that I have stepped down and a new Great Overlord has been crowned, I can finally fulfill my promise.
Well, you don't have to. There's bound to be something else once again that makes it so he doesn't have to give up his soul.
Promise? What promise did you have with Lady Faust?
As you all know, I lost my life against Trillian. I wouldn't be here if it weren't for Faust. She continued to provide support for us, but this was only because of a contract I'd made with her. Go ahead, Faust. You're free to take my soul as promised.
All right.
What? What's this? Great Overlord, please explain in a fashion that my old brain can understand.
I can't explain it any clearer. Upon defeat of Trillian, I am to surrender my soul to her.
So that means, Great Overlord, you offered your life?
Indeed.
What? But that's no different than killing yourself. Are you going to treat God's compassion in vain?
No, that can't be! But still, you should have told us, Zeabolos.
You kept an important piece of information like that a secret all this time?
I'm sorry. But my disclosing the deal would have only made matters worse. The first Great Overlord sacrificed himself to save the Underworld from destruction. I'm simply doing the same.
Great Overlord!
Faust, thank you for all the help you've provided.
I didn't help you. Like you said, that was simply part of the contract.
You're right. And now it's my turn to honor the agreement.
I can't wait till we see Faust's one, because this bit has to be different, surely.
Let me lead you to a place more suitable for the ritual. Follow me.
Understood.
All of you, wait here. None are to follow.
Great Overlord, please wait!
This is my final order as the Great Overlord.
Alright, here we go then. Now let's begin. The more we delay, the greater the odds are of Ruche barging in. It's like he's seen the previous endings, it's weird. Are you sure she's going to accept this sudden turn of events? Nope. Are you stupid? Of course I won't accept it. Ruche, why didn't you tell me about this? It's not like I'm a selfish kid anymore, you know? I know you're not a kid anymore. I know that very well. Well then, whether you accept this or not, I need to fulfill my obligation with Faust. This is my last duty as the Great Overlord. If you think that's what is needed and right, you should have just been open about it from the beginning. You didn't need to keep it a secret. Well, you not being open about it was because you were scared of being reprimanded for it. All you did was make random excuses to hide it and delay the timing of disclosing it. You were scared of being stopped. Look at you with your sad resolve trying to fulfill your promise. You just couldn't handle maintaining your resolve if someone stopped you. You have no right to say that. What? Now you're trying to move the blame to me? Don't you dare yell at me. This is our final parting. Do you seriously think I wasn't suffering over this? But my feelings have nothing to do with the promise. Now that my desire was fulfilled, I need to pay an equivalence for it. Stop saying the obvious. I didn't say you should break your promise. That would be rude to Faust. Ruche. Mind you, I don't like the fact that you just went and made some promise with someone, and with how Faust may have used the occasion. But a promise is still a promise. Faust helped to save the Underworld. Of course she needs to get her share. So then, I ask you, Faust, as the next Great Overlord proper, what is Faust's wish? It's hard for me to tell you. You can tell the Great Overlord, yet you can't tell me? No, I didn't get the details either. Huh? Are you stupid? You want to give me your life away and you haven't even asked what it's going to be used for? No matter the details, the concept I'm going to give my soul shouldn't change. What? The concept? Alright. I didn't bring it up, so the Great Overlord didn't ask. You both are idiots, aren't you? Never mind. It's not too late to talk about it. What were you planning to use it for? The reason I sought the Great Overlord's soul was to revive my homeland and to bring back my father's soul. Father's soul? My homeland was consumed by Trillian. My father protected our homeland and made me escape. But in place... So that's what it was. Faust kept that hidden inside her all this time. From the way you word it, there's a chance you can still save your father. Yes, part of my father's soul resides in my soul grimoire. Sounds too good to be true, right? Especially with how I couldn't save your father's soul. Are you stupid? That and what you're saying now are two separate things. If you can save your father's soul, save it. But I need to use the Great Overlord's soul for that. I couldn't save your father's soul, and now I'm trying to take your uncle, the Great Overlord's soul. But helping someone precious with everything you got is only obvious. I'm actually pretty... irritated? Yeah. No, it's irritated, isn't it? Yeah, irritated by the fact you thought I couldn't understand that. Ruche. Alright then, let's have Faust's father. Unlike mine, your father still has a chance. That's why I'm offering my soul to... Shut up! You just be quiet there. It's not like you're contributing much when you open your mouth. Why you... Say, Faust, do you need to take action now? Like, right away? If the concept is to revive your father, can't the ritual wait? What do you mean? Once I'm officially Great Overlord, I'll commission Baphomet as a representative and leave the Underworld. The Great Overlord and I can cooperate to help find a way to revive your father. Both of you? Come with me? Yes. So, can you hold this off for a bit longer? What? Wait a second, Ruche. That's being too optimistic. If a bit longer is too vague of a time span, how about we call it 5 years? No. 3 years should be enough. Why 3? Why did you change to 3? I mean, I know it's compile hard, but why 3? We'll do our best for 3 years. And if at that point we can't find any other means, you can move on with what you need to do. How about it? I'm not planning to give up on the Great Overlord yet. So please consider it. Please don't take the Great Overlord away from me. Ruche, I'm sure you don't want to take the Great Overlord's soul too, right, Faust? If not, you wouldn't have a stern look on your face like that. Your father may not be happy from the bottom of his heart. With what you did when he revives. That isn't what you want to happen. I'm sorry, but I am selfish. So how about it, Faust? Do I have some leeway to negotiate with you? Alright. I can wait for 3 years then. Hey, Faust. It's been years since my father passed away. It's not like we're pressed for time like we were facing Trillian. If this soul is properly kept, there should be no issues on reviving the soul no matter the time. Thank you, Faust. Hey, Ruche. What? You have a problem? Mind you, I'm not forgiving you all for this. You were trying to disappear without telling me about it. Do you really want to distance yourself from me that much? Am I that useless to you? Were you planning on leaving me behind in this world when neither father or Papel is around? I'm sorry for that. Liar. It's not a lie, I'm serious. If so, then I want you to listen to my wish. We're going to go with Faust and find a way to bring back Faust's father. And if you still don't understand, then I'll make sure neither of you are standing straight and kill myself in front of both of you. Okay? Stop being absurd. Shut up, I'm serious. Despite being an adult, your way of speech sure doesn't change. After all the threats you have made to me, and after being dragged around by you, I still seem to enjoy your tirades, even to this day. What? Threat? Dragged around? I can't believe you're trying to make me sound... Huh? Hey, Great Overlord, what did you just say? What? You didn't hear me? I said I enjoyed your tirade and being threatened and dragged around by you. We always finish what we say. Failure isn't even an obstacle to us. That's how we roll, right? Yep. Faust, are you sure you're okay with Ruche's plan? I already endured things for 3 years. For years, alright. 3 years won't make any difference at this point. To add, this time, I don't need to endure things myself. Both of you will be with me, right? Of course! Even if you get tired of me, I'm still going to cling to you. Same here too. Thank you, Great Overlord. Ruche. Come on, don't say thanks. You're throwing me off. I understand what you mean, but how else can I express myself? Let's see, words are a bit overused, so how about we just do a handshake? I suppose that works. But it feels a bit embarrassing. Stop saying that. This is the first time doing something like this, too. I'm sorry. Well then. Hope we'll go well together. Yes, I suppose I can, work with you to clean up after what the Great Overlord did. This is quite ironic seeing those two come together, as they both don't seem to have many friends. Hey, Great Overlord, wipe that grin off your face. I'm only smiling. Liar. By the way, do you mind if I join in on the handshake? Oh, fine. It's, special, but only just this once. I don't mind working with everyone, but why don't you two shake hands? Here. Your hands come here. This is actually embarrassing. Well, I'll follow you no matter where you go, so be prepared. Yes. I suppose I have no way out. I'm ready. This is not the end, but merely a beginning to a new future. And here come the credits once again. So that obviously means for me, glass of milk. Why is it credits I always get a glass of milk? I don't know, but I've got to go get a glass of milk. I just feel like I need to, so I'll let the credits roll out once again, and we'll be thankful to these developers, voice actors, etc, etc. Thank you very, very much for this game, and we're back with the post-credit scenes. See you in a bit. Here we go then. My dear factory compart and pre-app partners. Ooh.
The place has been much improved from before. It reminds me of the glory days of the Underworld.
Yeah, I mean, look how good it looks.
It was a long journey, but we finally revived Faust's father. I'm glad we were able to bring a smile back to her face.
Are you not going to tell us how you did it?
But who would have known it was even possible? I would have never imagined this outcome back when we started.
Hey, Great Overlord! Over here!
I'm coming!
Where did you go, Great Overlord? You've got some nerve leaving me behind like that.
I really like her dress. That's really cool.
It wasn't like I was gone for long. Speaking of which, I'm not the Great Overlord anymore.
Right, I forgot. I haven't called you that in ages either, but I guess the view from here just brought it out. It's been a really long time since we came back. I never thought about it before, but being back home feels so good. Looks like Baphomet followed my orders too. I better praise him for all his hard work.
Yes, you should.
What's with that face? Aren't you happy being home?
Of course I'm happy.
Did she grow extra wings, or did she always have 4?
Then why the gloomy look?
There's no way I can say it to her, but I don't want to take her back to the castle now.
Why?
With each passing age, she's becoming even more of a lady than before. I'm sure everyone will be surprised to see her. Once we return, she will be the Great Overlord. I'm sure Baphomet will run to find a suitor for her.
Look at you wrinkling your brows again. You're not young anymore, so wrinkles tend to stick, Uncle Zeabolos.
Shut it!
Whoa!
Well, not that it makes a difference now, seeing you get a wrinkle or two.
I really do like this grown-up Ruche.
Stop treating me like an old man. I'm still not that old.
You should just hurry up in age. That way you won't attract the girls anymore.
Huh?
If that happens, then I suppose I'd need to keep you close to me, right?
Hey, wait! What in the world are you talking about?
Stop raising your voice like that. You should act your age.
Hey!
What's to be surprised about? Why do you think I was cooperating with Faust?
That's because of the promise.
It's not my promise, though.
But you compared Faust's situation with yours, and showed remorse for her, and...
Well, yes, I did a bit, but my friendship with Faust was what was guiding me then. I didn't really like Faust, you know. She got too close to you despite being an outsider. Well, I feel a lot better now. It took a while, but getting the contract fulfilled was well worth it. Also, I'm more on par with you after all this, so there should be no more obstacles ahead of me now.
You... Then you were deceiving me and Faust all this time?
You're making it sound bad. I cooperated and did all I could. And I'm pretty sure Faust knew my intentions from the beginning.
What?
You're the only one who didn't know. Like I've always said, you really are dense.
So, that journey to save Faust was all a trick for Ruche to take my title and power.
We always finish what we started. Failure isn't an option to us. That's how we roll, right?
Yeah, she has used his own little speech against him there.
There isn't a single thing I can't do. I'm always serious, no matter what. Well then, I did tell you to be prepared. Right, dear uncle?
She completely deceived me, brother. I kept thinking of how to save your daughter from misery, but... where did I go wrong with her? In any case, we need to return to the castle. We can talk all we want there.
Nope. You're planning to put the conversation off until next time, and I'm not going to let that happen.
Don't underestimate me. Once I make up my mind, I won't ever give up against any opponent. No matter if it's Trillian or my niece.
Yes, you're right. You never gave up on me ever. I knew that all along, Zeabolos.